20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Mahomes now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 29, Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not. Third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing is Allen. That's taken in by Knox.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Allen. Pass complete to Hines.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Allen.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Allen. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Bill 7, Chiefs 6.
That's right. Anytime that ball comes to me, he's too little for me, man. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's go do this. Let's go, man. I'm getting it. You got time. Let's go. Come on now. Get ready. Get ready. Who wants some? It's a big one now. It's a big one. That's all. That's all.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here. He's got it at the 15.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Brady now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Second down, it's Henderson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Brady. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Brady's throw taken in by Adams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. No score after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Tom Brady trots off on 4th down, and on comes kicker Matt Gay from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gay knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC's offense ready to take over. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with the 3rd-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And some room to work. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mahomes now on first down.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because they were already within a shadow of the goalpost. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Henderson. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down at the 27. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here hauled in by Cup.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score,
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Brady now on 1st down. Man open is Robinson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brady.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tom Brady in the offense. Down 14-6. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. Now Brady. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Pass complete, it's Adams.
To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Brady to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
To throw is Brady. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on now. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. It's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought he was going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd down and 4. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady now to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 49-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now here comes Kansas City.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Now he's forced out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brady's throw taken in by Adams.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Maybe time for one crack at the end zone before bringing out the field goal unit.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Maher is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one taken just inside the 10.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. Extra point by Baker is on target.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
On play action, it's Brady.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down carry by Elliott.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On second and 9, Brady. And that's Elliott, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first and 10, here's Brady. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Brady to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
To throw is Brady.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw is Mahomes.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.